Welcome back. It's time for one of my favorite segments, the Kato Living Book Club, with a new member, Caitlyn. Now, we've done book club with Dion Cheney before, and that's been a lot of fun. He's preferred historical fiction, but I know you have a genre you like. Caitlyn, why don't you introduce us to the books you prefer?
All right, so I was not a big reader, I know, and now I'm pushing it because I got back into it recently, and it has been so changing for my mental health and things like that. And I started with the fantasy series, and I don't think I'm ever going to leave because here's my reasoning is we live in the real world, so why do I want to read about real world things even if it's a story? I want to learn about magic and like immerse myself in something that doesn't exist around us. It's a true break from the real world when you need one.
You and Dion are literally polar opposites. He loves his history, he loves his facts, and then you're like fantasy world. I'm a bit of both. I like historical fiction.
And I think, don't you do some self-help type, like, improvement stuff?
You know, people have their opinions on self-help.
No, it's so helpful.
I just can't. It motivates me. But I did start reading, so people call this the ACOTAR series, if you have not heard that before. It's A Court of Thorns and Roses. I did not finish the whole series. That's the first book of the series. I finished this
first
one,
book?
And I'm on my way with this one. And Caitlyn comes in every morning and she's like, did you finish? Did you finish? Did you finish?
I'm the reason that half the station is reading this
series.
No,
seriously, you are the reason.
I've really thoroughly enjoyed it. For anyone who doesn't know, I did not know. This series has been around for 10 years. At least the first book has. And there's actually another book that's going to be coming out, according to Sarah J. Maas herself. That's the author. And if you don't know what this is about, it is actually about a world of fairies and magic and things like that. And this human girl gets kind of pulled into this world of fairies, and that's kind of what this first book is about. And it's about what they call the spring court, and then the second book is kind of introducing her into more of that fairy world after some major events happen in this one, which I'm not going to talk about because I don't want to give that away. But I will give one big thing away, is that she ends up kind of just moving into the world of fairies for other reasons, and I won't give those away. So then this second book, Court of Mist and Fury, she kind of learns more about what's actually happening within the world of fairies, and there's a whole war brewing, and you know, there's love stories, there's war, there's battles, things like that, and different courts and lords and different levels of people. And then that's what this last one is really that war story of the whole plot line. And this really series is actually completed with these 3 books, depending on who you talk to. But it's actually a series of 5 books, and the one after A Court of Wings and Ruin, which is that purple one there, is a different point of view from another character that you meet within the series. So I think it's a really cool kind of change of pace.
And this one's the 4th one, correct?
And that one's the 4th book. It's kind of the Christmas Hallmark special, if you will. It's kind of a lighthearted read after you read this kind of really hard war book.
Okay, someone's like, I hear ya, I like it. I don't know if I love fantasy. What is your advice for them?
Go in with an open mind.
Ooh,
it might be a little hard to read. There might be some words you don't know or anything.
Can I account to that?
Yes.
When I first started reading, I was like, I don't understand this language, because there's a lot of new words.
They make up a lot of words and things, and a whole new world exists. And I will say it can be intimidating at first. It can kind of maybe turn you away, but the big rule of thumb with fantasy is it will all make sense eventually. I know it sounds silly, but just keep reading and everything will connect and you'll be like, oh, I understand it all now.
So is this your favorite series from this author?
I liked the lightheartedness of it, but I actually really like the one that I'm reading from her called Throne of Glass.
Okay.
It's a series of about 7 books, and I'm on the last book, and I have cried many times before I've gone live for the weather, so I'm trying to like fix it up because it is a heart-wrenching book. I'm gonna have to say I think Throne of Glass is like the harder hitting, so it depends on if you like the lighter, kind of more fun stuff, even though there is war in there, or like that harder hitting stuff.
Wow, well we might need to talk about it on the next book club, and I really appreciate you kind of walking us through this series. I'm almost done. Almost. Once I get done with this one, it's on to the next, and I'm excited to finally complete a series.
I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. That's my excitement.
Well, thanks, Caitlyn, for joining me on this fun Kato Living Book Club, and stay with us.